Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's my pleasure and privilege sharing with you the highlights of my book Enigma of Lean in this series. In this particular episode, I would like to share with you some of the background information that is very essential for us to appreciate the subject of lean management. If we really look at the historical developments of human life, going back about 400 years, we will notice that there are major milestones have taken place in the last 400 years which has transformed the human life to a significant extent. It's very important to appreciate what has happened in the history before we could appreciate the subject of lean management. If you look at the earliest form of human race, lived in the caves as cavemen, using some of the tools made out of the various stones and other metals. So human beings have been always trying to discover and invent something which will make them more comfortable and also facilitate the improvement in their own quality of life. Instead of getting back to the caveman's days, let us look at what has happened in the last 400 to 500 years. In the 16th century, you will find the major forces of nature have been discovered. Right from the time Isaac Newton discovered the principle of gravity, later on you will find electromagnetism and the energy of steam, etc. have been discovered in the 16th and 17th centuries. But for the discovery of the nature's forces, the subsequent scientific and technology developments would not have taken place. In the 18th century, you will notice that the application of these forces for the productive use of human life, like locomotives and various other gadgets, have started coming into existence. And there are major milestones in the last 400 years contributed by various inventors, which has really brought about a phenomenal transformation in the quality of human life. The Industrial Revolution commenced in a small way in the 18th century, where human beings have started developing IC engines and various other kind of machines, which will help to make certain more complicated gadgets. But the vast majority of the development has started taking place in the 19th and 20th century. The first of its kind is 1906, the motor car by Henry Ford, and then subsequently 1908, the earliest form of aircrafts. If you look at the development of the last 400 years, the major milestones have happened in the discovery of natural forces and then the application of these forces into various technologies. And then the last 20th century, we have witnessed a phenomenal kind of more complex gadgets such as motor car and aircrafts have come into existence. So why we need to figure out this background? Because the need for complex manufacturing facilities and systems have come into the play only because of these developments. So it's very important to trace what happened in the last 100 years before we could embark on understanding the subject of lean management. So I would like to cover what has happened in the last 100 years in terms of the major milestones in which the transformation has started happening in the complex manufacturing models of our times. So in the next episode, I would like to talk about how these developments have taken place, and then we will develop the topic as we go along. Thank you very much for your patient listening and look forward to see you in the next. Good day.